We are discussing about drugs which are used for the peptic ulcer. We had discussed the introduction and the classification of drugs which are used for peptic ulcer in previous video. Here we will discuss the pharmacology of H2 antihistamines like cimetidine, ranitidine, famotidine and roxatidine. So these are the first group of drugs which are used for the treatment of peptic ulcer. Histamine 2 receptor blockers or H2 antihistamines like ranitidine, cimetidine, famotidine and roxatidine. What is the mechanism of action of histamines? As we mentioned before, the histamine 2, these drugs will block histamine 2 receptor competitively on the parietal cell, and thereby it will suppress the normal secretion as well as means stimulated secretion of acid by parietal cell. So these drugs will bind with the histamine 2 receptor, and this receptor is responsible for the activation of proton pump by an cycle like cyclic AMP will be activated, and thereby it will increases the calcium ions in the parietal cells. So by blocking this receptor, it will block this reaction and it will decreases or it will suppress the HCl secretion that is activated by proton pump. Now coming to the pharmacokinetics of H2 blocker or H2 antihistamines. All of the H2 blockers are absorbed orally, but bioavailability is 60 to 80% due to its first pass hepatic metabolism. Usually absorption is not interfered by the presence of food in the stomach, but it will crosses the placenta as well as it will reaches the milk, but the penetration into the brain is poor because of its hydrophilic nature. Now, what are the other actions of H2 receptor blocker or H2 antihistamines? It will block the H2 receptor, thereby it will block the histamine induced gastric secretion in dose dependent manner, as also it will stimulate the cardiac in isolated preparation, especially in guinea pigs, and it will relax the uterine in case of isolated rat uterus, and it will produce bronchial relaxation due to the H2 blocking action, and it can attenuate the fall in BP due to the histamine. So these are the different actions of H2 receptor blockers. Now coming to the adverse drug reactions of H2 receptors, it will produce dizziness, headache, bowel upset, dry mouth and rashes. And in case of cimetidine, not by other H2 blockers, only cimetidine will cause androgenic actions, like it will displaces the dihydrotestosterone from its cytoplasmic receptor, thereby it will increases the plasma prolactin as well as it will inhibit the degradation of estradiol by liver. But a higher dose can given for long period have produced gynecomastia, loss of libido, impotence as well as temporary decrease in the sperm count. These are the important adverse drug reactions of H2 blockers, especially cimetidine. These two are the side effect or adverse drug reactions of cimetidine alone, not other H2 blockers will not produce the side effect. Anti-androgenic actions as well as this gynecomastia will be produced only by the cimetidine, and there will be a transient elevation of plasma aminotransferase. Now coming to drug interaction of H2 receptor or H2 antihistamines, the cimetidine will inhibit the several cytochrome P450 isoenzyme, and as well as it will reduce the hepatic blood flow. Thereby it will inhibit the metabolism of many drugs, and it may lead to accumulation of these drugs to the toxic levels. And examples of drugs which are inhibited by the H2 receptor blocker are theophylline, phenytoin, carbamazepine, phenobarbital, sulfonylurea, metronidazole, warfarin, imipramine, lidocaine and nifedipine. So these drugs will accumulate in the body to the toxic level by inhibiting the metabolism of this drug by inhibition of cimetidine for the different cytochrome P450 enzyme. And also metabolism of propranolol and diazepam is retarded by the H2 receptor, and as it will reduce the absorption of all H2 blockers when used concurrently. So there should be a gap of 2 hours between the H2 blocker and the antacid. These antacids as well as H2 blocker are used for the treatment of peptic ulcer. H2 blocker is used to reduce the secretion, antacid is used to neutralize the excess HCl already secreted in the stomach. അപ്പോൾ ഈ രണ്ട് സാധനങ്ങളും നമ്മൾ ഒരുമിച്ച് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ ഒരു 2 hour ഗ്യാപ്പ് ഇട്ടിട്ട് മാത്രമേ ഇത് കഴിക്കാൻ പാടുള്ളൂ. കാരണം അതിൻ്റെ വേറൊന്നിൻ്റെ അബ്സോർപ്ഷൻ കുറക്കുന്നതാണ് എന്നുള്ളത് കൊണ്ടാണ്. ഓക്കെ. Also, ketoconazole absorption will be decreased by H2 blocker due to its reduced gastric acidity, since ketoconazole will be absorbed only in presence of gastric pH or acidic pH. കീറ്റോകോണസോൾ കൂടുതൽ അബ്സോർപ്ഷൻ നടക്കുക അസിഡിക് പി എച്ചിലാണ്. അപ്പോൾ H2 ബ്ലോക്കറിന്റെ പ്രത്യേകത H2 റിസപ്റ്ററിനെ ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് HCl സെക്രീഷൻ കുറക്കും എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ കീറ്റോകോണസോളിന്റെ അബ്സോർപ്ഷൻ കുറയും എന്നുള്ളത് വേറൊരു ഡ്രഗ് ഇന്ററാക്ഷൻ ആണ്. Now, what are the uses of antihistamine 2 receptor blockers? It is used for the treatment of duodenal ulcer. Usually, a 4-week treatment can be heal 60 to 85% of ulcer and 70 to 90% of ulcer by 8 weeks by using H2 blockers. And we can use it for the treatment of gastric ulcer. It can heal the ulcer of 50 to 70% in 8 weeks. Also, it can be used in stress ulcer as well as gastritis, and also used for the treatment of Zollinger-Ellison syndrome. It's a gastric hypersecretory state due to the rare tumor secreting gastrin, and it can be also used for the GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, and also for the prophylaxis of aspiration pneumonia, which are given pre-operatively, and it will reduce the risk of aspiration of gastric acid content during anesthesia as well as surgery. So these are the uses of H2 blocker in general. Now coming to another H2 blocker, that is ranitidine. This is 5 times more potent than cimetidine. It have long duration of action which have a greater acid suppression of 24 hours, and the advantage of this ranitidine is they are commonly safe, or usually it is safe when compared with the cimetidine. It do not have any anti-androgenic actions, does not increases prolactin secretion. It will spare estradiol from hepatic metabolism. There will be no effect on male sexual functions, as well as it will not produce gynecomastia. So it can be used safely, and it is less marked inhibition of hepatic metabolism. Another disadvantages of cimetidine was it will increases the metabolism of many drugs. So that is less in case of ranitidine, and overall incidence of side effect is lower, even though there are some side effects like headache, diarrhea, constipation, or dizziness have incidence similar to the placebo. And it is mainly used for the ulcer healing. Usually 300 mg bedtime or 150 mg BD is used for the maintenance therapy for the healing of peptic ulcer, and there are parenteral doses also available. 50 mg IM or slow IV injection every 6 to 8 hours is used for the treatment of peptic ulcer. Now another important H2 blocker is famotidine. This is 5 to 8 times more potent than ranitidine. It do not have any anti-androgenic action. Anti-androgenic action is absent, so we can use very safely. And because of low affinity for cytochrome P450 enzyme, drug metabolism modifying property is minimum, so it can be used with other drugs. There will not be any drug interaction, and some adverse drug reactions are there, like headache, dizziness, bowel upsets, and rarely disorientation and rashes. And it is more suitable for the treatment of Zollinger-Ellison syndrome and for the prevention of aspiration pneumonia. So these are all about the H2 blockers. Next video we will discuss about other drugs which are used for the treatment of peptic ulcers.